Good afternoon. I'm Tina Tasaka with Cannabis X America, and we are at the 7 Diamond Nexus event. Last day, Sunday afternoon. It is Mother's Day. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers across the globe. We're in Scottsdale, Arizona, and this is the party on behalf of 7 Diamond Productions LLC. But I am here with Doug and Sarah, and they are with Fluffin Fry Bread. Yeah. And I got to tell you, you guys have some good stuff.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Thanks for jumping on with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us. It's pretty great to be out at an event like this, especially like a private catering event, because we're used to doing like big, large events.
I know. We're spoiled today.
Oh, absolutely. This is nice.
Inside, yeah. It's a different thing.
We're spoiled. And I see you guys out at a lot of events. As a matter of fact, we were neighbors
absolutely
at Canandaigua Nights, but we were both so busy, just people were coming in and out and in and out and in and out that we really didn't even get a chance to talk.
No, actually, we didn't meet at all that night. And we're neighbors. That's crazy.
I know it. I know. So I am so curious. Your menu tonight. First off, I just had the chicken fry bread, and it was fantastic. I haven't finished it. I'm savoring it for later, and it was fantastic. Fresh tomatoes on top. It's just unbelievable. It's a little bit like a flatbread,
yes,
but you call it native fry bread.
Yes, so it is fry bread.
It's a true native recipe.
Yes. That's something that I grew up on. I grew up on the reservation, and that was kind of like a staple in the house. So, everybody has their variations on how they do fry bread, but I've kind of made it my own and made it more vegan friendly, gluten free, kind of stuff like that. So I've kind of tinkered it a little bit and come up with a very simple, basic recipe, and it works. It's great.
Was this recipe passed down from a grandmother?
Actually, it wasn't. They tried teaching me how to do it, and the first time I did it was actually over the phone by my aunt. She had ran through some things, and she had no measurements, so it was like
that's
about
that's the best
handful
kind.
Here, dash of this, that, there,
a dash.
Yeah. Put a little bit of this.
How much? Oh, just a little of that. Well, what's that
about
mean?
This much in your hand.
Kind of, a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah.
A sprinkle.
Exactly.
What does this mean?
And so when I was going through it, I was like, well, I need to come up with a recipe, because I plan on doing this on a larger scale. I plan on doing this as a business, so I need to be able to teach somebody else to do it if I'm unavailable to do it. So that's where I kind of did some things and came up with this. And so now this is my recipe on my own that I've come up with, and that's what we use, and it's great. Everybody loves it.
And what is your tribe?
Navajo.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm from the Navajo Nation.
Okay. There was a guy here Friday night. We had Native King here.
Oh, right
yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Native.
Oh, yeah.
That's his dad.
That's Native King. That's my guy.
Maybe Tina needs a cup of coffee. Oh my gosh. He's amazing.
That's my brother right there.
Oh, yeah. Talk about amazing guy. Oh my gosh.
So I introduced him to my daughter last night at the Smokeout Fest. And he's like, hey, I'm your uncle. So it's like pretty cool. We're pretty tight. So it's nice.
Yes. He's a very special, his whole family, his wife. Yeah, his wife and he's they're a very special team for sure. We saw them late last night too.
That's awesome.
Got over to the Smokeout super late because we had another gig ourselves. So when did you all form the company, and when did you start getting out doing the fry bread in Arizona?
We did our first event. Actually, we started it. We had a fundraiser. I would say 2 years ago in May, we had a fundraiser for my other company. We get really slow in the summertime. And so we just decided to throw this event together, and we decided to have a fundraiser, and we made the food, because something that we always do, like we have family get-togethers or stuff like that, is something that's like the go-to meal that feeds everybody, and so we're like, oh, we'll sell fry bread and we'll raise some money, and everybody, we just got a lot of positive feedback. Like, why aren't you doing this for a living, and when are you going to start a restaurant? And then so we ended up getting into with an investor, and he was going to do all these things for us, and he got me a food truck, and then we just kind of decided to do our own thing, and we kind of parted ways with him, and we decided to stay a pop-up. I like being a pop-up because I interact with the people, and they can see what I'm doing, and they get a little bit more appreciation for what we're out there doing versus me just being in a truck sweating and cooking over a stove, you know, and not really talking to anybody. So we really like the pop-up, and it's worked really well for us. We've made a lot of connections, and we've really gotten our food out there. And
yeah, but it's probably been just over a year and a half. Maybe.
I think it was 2 years in October.
2 years in October
that we.
About how many events are you doing per month?
About 3 a week.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you do some food prep in a kitchen before you bring it out to the event? There's some basic prep that you do, and then you're cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you're making these.
I'm making
breads.
the bread fresh
You
to
are
order.
doing it
Yes,
fresh, 'cause
yes.
I know you're doing it fresh here.
Yes,
because it's hot and piping and warm.
Yeah,
and delicious.
it's the best way to eat fry bread. To be honest, it doesn't sit very well. I mean, some people don't mind it, but if I like to serve what the standards of what I would want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And we really take pride as a family into our food.
Yes, we do.
And we love what we do. We love cooking and feeding people and seeing how happy they get.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool when you give somebody a plate and then they come back and they're like, oh man, that was the best thing I've ever had. Or
we get that a lot. The best food I've ever eaten. You know, it never gets old.
It's pretty yummy. I mean, it's super delicious. I'm looking forward to getting into it a little bit later when I get really more hungry.
Yeah, we'll get you some dessert going on. Get the sweet option.
Late lunch, so I'm going to savor it for sure. So, what happens if somebody, they either come to a pop up or they just know how great your food is and they want to order, like a party of 20 or party of 30, whatever that number is. It doesn't matter what the number is, but they want to do like delivered catering. They want to have 50 flatbreads or whatever fry breads. They want to have those delivered, or they want to have them pre-made by you guys. Do you do that kind of catering order as well?
I have done that as well.
Yeah.
Super.
I mean,
we've done like orders of like 20 or 30 and
like
pre-made them.
A few dozen here and there. People are just looking for like somebody that makes fry bread because they're going to use it for whatever they're going to use it for, and they just want the bread. Yeah, so we've done that as well.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, let's tell the viewers how they can find you. Let's tell them your website, your Instagram.
Okay.
What's the best ways that everybody can find you?
First, best way probably is just to reach out on Instagram with our Fluffin Fry Bread. What's the tag on that, Sarah?
It's just it's a Fluffin Fry Bread.
Okay, and then also we're on Facebook as well.
Just Fluffin Fry Bread LLC, and then my phone number is 623-500-9592. So that's also a way to get a hold of us.
Yeah. So, but we don't have a website set up for it yet, but that's some things that we're in the works with as well. But yeah, we do social media as well. So
yeah.
Super. Well, we'll definitely put that information on this video when we put this out for the viewers. And definitely check them out. If you're at a festival or if you're at an event, come and find this Fluffin Fry Bread. It is super delicious. Be hungry. It is plentiful. Mm-hmm. And check it out because it is some good food and you will not be disappointed. And thanks for coming on, you guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We could talk.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I'm glad that I got to try your food and that all of us get to experience this great food on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So thanks for jumping on with us. We
you're
really
welcome.
appreciate it.
No problem. And happy Mother's Day to everybody out there.
Yep. Super great. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Tina Tasaka, Cannabis X America.